All right, time to do an update. I had started to document the steering build and all of that, but the videos got kind of crappy, so I'm just going to do one big update here. So at the end of the last larger video, I had mentioned that I was mostly complete with the power steering setup. So that is now complete. And yeah, completely complete. No leaks or anything. You can see, you can't really see. You can't, well, steering rack down there. It's power steering again from a 2008 Mustang. Modified the steering shaft, and that's all dandy and swell. I had to just chop out some stuff right there for clearance because the whole thing was lower in the car. So again, when I pull the engine out, I got a lot of garbage to clean up. That is in addition to that. The reservoir I had to get a new bracket for. Ironically, it's because I used this bracket. I cut that up to make a different bracket. So I got that on there, have the intake that fits. Obviously the gem here for this update is the fast intake manifold. There is the old one that I do not like at all, and I went on a rant last time. So this is a fast LSXR 102 millimeter intake manifold with the billet fuel rails, the red, and I've got 60-pound injectors in it, which are a little bit overkill for my current build. In the future, those will be worthy. It may add a little bit of discomfort to the tune, we'll see. This also has the fast 102 big mouth throttle body, and that came with new sensors and everything, so that's swell. Still running the MAF. I'm good with that for quite some time here. And I think that's it, other than little piddly stuff, you know, like those. You can see the steering rack a little bit better here. And again, I went with the stock style tie rod ends, which is awesome. I also put new brakes on it, have Stop Tech rotors up front, and did a little bit of a basic alignment. Need to do more of that. Buttoned up a few exhaust things on the underneath, or the underside. I still have to, this is still really wobbly, so I need to remount or beef up the hangers in the back. I think you've already seen the 96 Super Banana. Interior is no different, other than I now sit in it and drive the thing. I've put a few tunes on this, and I think I need to do one more thing to bump up the idle, and I think we'll be good on there. That loud hissing noise is gone because of this intake manifold. That one had a leak on it. I don't know, some other stuff happened. Oh, let me talk about this. All right, this, let me get that up there, is the twin turbo, I guess. Well, I think it's just the ABS version of the brake booster in general. This is the one that I had on the car originally, and the brake pedal right here was not going all the way back out. It was staying compressed just a little bit, and as a result, the brakes were sticking. And I could pop it up with my foot, pull that brake pedal up that little bit, and then it would start to drive fine. But it got really ugly with having a manual and trying to give it gas and then pull up that brake pedal. I don't know. It was just really, really ugly, especially with that stupid reverse. So when I was going in reverse, if you recall, the previous owner of the transmission neglected to share with me the fact that the reverse gear, synchro, whatever, was kind of foobar. So I have to, it can go in reverse, but I got to really muscle it in there and hold it in there, like with all my weight. It needs to be rebuilt, but thankfully I can still kind of make it happen. So I was doing that on top of trying to keep the thing idling, on top of trying to make sure that that brake popped out, because if I go a little bit and then hit the brakes, then I got to pop that brake pedal back out. Long-winded answer of saying that, or long-winded reasoning of me explaining what, you know what I'm saying. I put a different brake booster on there, and the reason why I'm talking about all this is I got the smaller brake booster. There's two sizes of brake boosters, from my understanding. There's only two for this platform. One they call the non-ABS. It's mostly, well, I don't know if there are any turbo cars that are non-ABS, but I'm sure that there are base models with that. So that's the one I got. I think it's the turbo one is maybe a 12-inch, and the non-ABS one is 10-inch. I don't know, something like that. I went ahead with that because I don't have ABS, and it gives me a little bit of extra room in case I need it for whatever reason. I cannot tell a difference at all from where it was as far as the brake pedal feel, so all is well there, and it doesn't stick. So brakes fixed. Intake manifold on. New power steering rack on. Yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna stop the video here and go for a drive. On camera. Getting my walker out here. All right. There's that stupid ass reverse I was just talking about. God. Time for a T56 Magnum. Oh shit. Sound, whatever. Let's hope nothing breaks. Up, but it sounds so good. One of the weird things about this thing though is it's always another issue, and this time the rear sway bar, oh, did it die? Nope, there it goes. The rear sway bar hits the drive shaft on when the suspension compresses, so I had to raise the car up so that I could drive a little bit normal. That's why it sits so high. But ready? Listen. That's the drive shaft. So I can't do any burnouts or anything. What I got was a sway bar, adjustable sway bar kit that will, or end link, that will lower, and hopefully that'll help with clearance. are super low. So cooling system's working. Let's see if anything blew up. Sounds awesome. Any leaks? We are good. Alright, one final view. You can see the struggle of, I don't know if it's low enough, but maybe you'll see my positioning of how I have to go in reverse. It's popping out. Oh, God, that's annoying. Made it. Yeah, this thing is driving fantastic. Aside from that sway bar. Dirty the windshield is, if you can tell. Oh, that's my bad, I don't know how to drive. I'll go a little higher in the RPMs once I get up here a little bit more. Police station right here. I don't want to do it now. It's the stock catback. Great success.